Bro, I hit record. Yeah. I think we are recording, boys. Welcome to the Brand Risk Podcast. Today, we got our guest, Bolice. Yes, sir. He's a police officer. Hopping into the streaming and content creation game. Avid watcher of Twitch while he is on duty with his sheriff. And they're doing just busy work, you know? It's a good way to pass the time. It's dope to hear that. You know, you got people in law enforcement watching all the time. Well, anyways, here's Bolice building himself a brand in the Twitch scene, building connections with some of the top players and streamers, etc. And his channel's been blowing up recently. You know, especially during these protests and riots, we kind of wanted to have him on here and get the perspective of the gamer cop. Bolice, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Start with the most common basic shit. I'm 29. Been a cop for 10 years now. Been streaming for 2 years. Started on a basic PS4 with a PS4 camera until I realized that I had to update to the PC life with the frames and everything like that. Yeah, I've been working video games part of my life. So when it came to like on the job stuff, just loved watching people. You know, just learning from pros and stuff and content creators. It was like a dream always.
Fortnite was your first game?
On the PC?
On anything. Like, no, when you started streaming, Fortnite was your first game?
When I started streaming, yeah, Fortnite was the first thing, yeah.
Okay.
Back in 2017.
What was the first console you've ever had?
What's the first what?
Console you ever had?
First console I ever had was a Super Nintendo. Actually, Nintendo. The first Nintendo.
That was a good one.
Console. Nintendo was the first one that I had. I had every single console after that. Nintendo, Nintendo, Sega.
You ever had the Pikachu one?
No, I didn't have that one.
Bro, I bet that bitch is rare now.
Let me get
I
it.
wonder if. Nah, there's no way we still have it. It's got to be thrown out by now.
Eric, what was your first one?
Probably the Nintendo as well. Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64.
Mine was the
That's what it
Nintendo
is.
64.
Wait,
That was
is it
GameCube,
different?
bro.
What's the other one? It's like the really small Nintendo?
Nintendo's
What?
the box one. It's like a box.
There's that's a Super Nintendo. Nintendo 64 is
No, I had the 64. I had the 64.
Yeah, it would make sense for you to have the 64. The Super Nintendo or the boxy one was like a little bit before our time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess.
That was like before.
Yeah.
Would you quit being a police officer if streaming popped off?
I get asked this a lot. If the right number ever came about, possibly. Like, and when I say right number, I mean to the point where I'm making enough to support myself. You know what I mean, and a family eventually in the future.
So does your audience fuck with you because you're a cop, or like is that like the reason people hear about you, or like?
I think that's the first thing that attracted them was like, shit, it's a cop. He plays Fortnite.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. I think that was the first thing that caught. That's why
it's untapped.
Whenever I stream,
bro,
when I started streaming, I would always put my vest in the background that says police on it, so people know, like, okay, this guy's a cop. Sometimes I'd wear it, and because I wanted to. The whole reason of streaming, one, because I love video games. Two, because I wanted to have another way of doing community policing. You know what I mean? Because like when I do community policing when I'm at work, I park my car, I get out. I walk around to different businesses. If I see some kids just chilling outside, instead of just making them feel feared and like jumping out of the car because that's what they think and they see in movies and shit, I jump out of the car and I talk to them. Yo, what's up? Talking about sports, talking to them about whatever. Anything.
You're like, yo, follow my Twitch. You're like, you like Fortnite, right? Follow my Twitch.
No, that's when it comes to pulling somebody over. I'm like, listen, man, you either got to sub to me right now or you're getting a ticket.
That's funny as fuck. Bro, you know what's crazy? The thing that's crazy to me is that people like fuck with you because you're a cop, like as far as like they watch your streams and find it interesting that you're a police officer that plays video games. And I feel like that speaks to the fact that people have such like a weird perception of cops not being like normal. You know what I'm saying? Like why is you being a cop special? Like for streaming? Like why, like you get what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like
and that was part of the reason why I started streaming, because a lot of people have this. Now, I mean, it depends on your audience too. You know what I mean? So let's say you have an audience of kids who are average age of 10 to 15, right? 15, 16 years old. those kids are gonna be more of the, oh my god, it's a cop. They're gonna be like, this is awesome, right? Now you get to the older crowd, right? Guys like us, it might not be as like, all right, cool.
Fuck this guy, he's a cop.
Exactly. It might just be more of, like, all right, whatever, this guy's a cop. Is he at least funny? Is he worth watching? Is he good? Is he not good? So then that's where my personality comes into play. So I wanted to show people that we're not fucking robots, because people have this conception of cops of, yo, he fucking walks around and he's Mr. Robot Man, and he has no feelings and he doesn't have a life and all he cares is about arresting people. And it's like, dude, that's the last thing I think of. Like, I just want to go home and I want to play video games. Like, that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Do people come in your chat and shit talk you because you're a cop?
Oh, all the time.
Dude, I bet your chat's a fucking blast, isn't it?
My chat is like, oh my god, I don't even want to say it. It's like a roller coaster. Half the time it's like, yo, we love you. You're the best. Shit on. Good job. Good luck. And then it's like, fuck 12.
Have you streamed recently?
Bro, I've been saying when I was 11, I turned 13 because fuck 12. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, man. So like, I never take it to offense, bro. I mean,
Edwin's the kind of kids that you arrest.
Oh, dude, stop. Yeah.
So like recently with the recent events, like your chat probably like you said, roller coaster. It must have been a lot more.
It's been wild. Yeah. I had to make a command in my chat of Minneapolis, and then some kids can't spell Minneapolis.
Oh god.
Minnesota as well.
Oh yeah.
So I had to put 2 different commands of the same thing. Which, by the way, I just started learning how to do commands because like I'm new to this stuff, so I don't really know how to do this. I'm like still learning. But I had to put commands in and let people know, like, listen, this is my takes on it. You want to know why? Just type the command in. Find out my response, because everybody just comes in right away.
Yeah.
All you hear is, Bolice, what is your opinion on what's going on? And I'm like,
bro,
God, I gotta talk politics all day. Like, I'm here to chill. Politics is rough.
I just want to play games, dude. I just want to show you guys that I'm not that good and just make you guys laugh. Like, that's all I want to do.
Politics is rough, man. Yeah, go ahead, Dusty.
Yeah, I saw. I was on Twitter earlier, and I saw an ex-cop now that tweeted, "Man, I couldn't do this shit anymore. I came back home, put my badge on the ground. I threw everything, and I resigned today. I can't do it anymore." What are your thoughts about it? Like,
I mean, God bless the guy, first off, because none of us really know exactly what he's going through. And the first thing they tell you in the academy is, like, after like your day 1 of the academy, when you're getting like yelled at and screamed and the whole 9, they'll tell you, listen, you'll have some instructors that will tell you to your face, this is not for you, because they know, then they could read people and see that this is the type of person that's going to fail under pressure.
Right.
And do what the fucking cop did in Minneapolis.
Right.
Or this guy can handle it and he's not going to make any stupid mistakes. So they'll tell you straight to your face, you better think twice before you take this next step. You still have a chance to get out now while you can. I mean, so, I mean, I don't know too much about the guy that resigned. Like, I don't know.
Are you serious? He tweeted once. How do you not know who he is?
I've seen it.
I've seen it. Yeah. Wow.
I don't know the guy, so like I can't trust somebody.
So you're still like you're obviously still a cop, right? Like you do that for a living. Like, so where are you located again?
New Jersey. So like if you go into work tomorrow and they're like, hey man, they're like, you gotta fucking gear up, baby. You gotta get these rubber bullets and these tear gas, and you gotta go fuck up a crowd. Would you do it?
Well, yeah, it's his job. Like, he's got to pay the bills, and it's.
I'm gonna.
No, but there's people.
I'm gonna stream it.
There's people that wouldn't. There's people that wouldn't do it though. There's people that like officers that just wouldn't do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
no, like
go ahead.
I'm obviously gonna go to do it because like Arab said, I got a fan. Like I gotta get paid. But oh my god, my phone's up. So
are you okay? Are they at your house?
The police are like, yo, give her up, buddy.
the difference is if I'm going to work for these riots, I'm gonna be one of the guys that are like kneeling with the protesters. That's the difference. Like, I'm all for it. I'm all for the protest. I support it 100%. I'm down with the people that are protesting, and I support what their their voice that they're trying to get out to the people, and like to politicians and leaders and stuff like that. I mean, the people that are looting and rioting, obviously not. It's ignorant, and I don't support ignorance, but I understand it because they've gotten to a point where they don't know what else to do. Right? They don't know how else to get their frustrations out. So they figured, screw it. I'm just gonna go all out now. I'm just
gonna go burn a fucking CVS, bro. Listen,
yeah, like they're gonna go all out. Like you even have looters and rioters going like fighting each other.
Yeah,
so,
bro. I saw the saddest shit the other day. It was like a fucking homeless man, and they were like burning
so
all the
sad.
shit.
Oh
yeah, I just saw it.
Bro,
yeah, but did you see the video the next day?
Yeah, where they gave him shit.
They went and got him a 10.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah. The next day, people saw that video and like knew where the guy was or whatever, and they gave him a bunch of free shit. They gave him like a tent and a bunch of stuff. But
that's
the thing
so
is,
dope.
bro, like. Yeah, that is dope, but it's sad that it had to be done in the first place because the people that gave him that shit weren't the people that burned it. You know what I'm saying? And
of course.
And dude, whenever people ask me in my chat about like my opinion on this shit, I say, listen, bro, peaceful protests didn't do shit. This was the next escalation of shit like that, and that's why they had to take it to that extent. But the thing I can't agree with, bro, is like the burning down mom and pop shops, bro. I'm like, listen, bro, if you're gonna go burn down something, go burn down something that's insured, a Target, a CVS, whatever, bro. But like these mom and pop shops, bro, that you're looting, like these vintage stores that are like owned by like kids your age, like, bro, like what the fuck are you doing? That's some real dog.
I think most people don't really have rioters insurance. Like,
but you know what the thing is though, the problem too is a lot of these people that are looting and rioting, what they don't realize, I don't think they get it, is they don't realize that once this stuff like settles down, do you know how long it's gonna take
to rebuild
everything?
Yeah.
First of all, we're still in a pandemic, right? So people aren't even still allowed out of their house in some states.
Bro.
Now it's just gonna take that much longer for these buildings that you used to shop at, that you used to get your bagels at, that you used to get your coffee at.
Yeah, but they stole enough bagels for 2 weeks, so they're chilling.
Yeah, they're fine. They got all the coffee and shit.
Bro, you talk about the COVID though, man. Alicia's gonna. What the fuck?
Dusty, are you good, bro? I knew it was a fucking sex house over there.
Dude, okay.
Wait, I'm so creeped out. What the fuck did I just see in the background?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, because Dusty, it looked like there was like an exorcism happening behind you.
Yeah, can you get her on the podcast?
Yeah, no, whoever's back there. Whoever's back there.
Yo, Gab, Vida. Sorry. Vida. Say hi.
Oh, it's a guy? Oh, he can go.
Okay, you guys can see me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a dude? Damn,
you look like a dumbass.
I didn't know you were into that shit, dude. That's crazy. Good for you, Dusty. Wow.
Yo. Bro, so like talk. What? Go ahead,
dude. This podcast is lit. Not only do we like have a cop like with real opinion, but Dusty just came out to the whole podcast. That's all. Hey. Yo, good month to do it, bro. Pride month. Good
Pride
for you,
month.
brother.
Hey, not the time. Not the time, Edwin.
Not the time. I didn't want to come out today.
There's riots, and you're talking about Pride month, bro.
My bad. I didn't.
I was saying, I would be really surprised to see the curve of like how COVID is gonna grow again. Like this whole quarantine shit kind of like was fucking worthless now because everyone's going out. Everyone's literally getting fucking COVID again because peaceful protests. Okay, fine, but when people are starting looting all that shit, spitting everywhere, burning shit, like, bro, okay.
What's the difference?
Dude, the looting is just something that the looting is like something I can't really get behind because you know that like let's say there's a like out of the percentage of people that are outside looting and rioting and all this shit, if there's 100% of people outside doing this shit, I would say probably I don't know, maybe 50% of them actually give a shit about what's actually going on, and the other 50% are just out here to fuck shit up. Like they just want to break shit and like get free shit. Like, dude, like the thing is like they're just taking advantage of a very sensitive situation and subject for people to go get themselves some free fucking Nikes and Vans. But did you guys see the fucking Vans store that got robbed? And the guy came out with like 3 pairs of shoes. Like, No, really, bro. He came out with 3 pairs of shoes, and he like looks over. There's a fucking cop. He just drops all the shoes and runs away. And it was, and like not to.
I was in Atlantic City. Yep.
Dude, not to like say anything about it either, but they're white people. They're all white people. It was like a bunch of white chicks and a white dude and like white people that weren't even like dressed to riot or anything.
I mean, it is a van.
Fair.
That is true though.
Did you see the video of the guy? There's like a Mexican worker repairing windows from one of the broken down stores.
Bro.
And some Instagram bitch walks up to him, asks him if she can take a photo pretending to work, gets the fucking power drill, puts it up to the window. Okay, her boyfriend takes a picture and she goes, "Thank you," gives him the tools and gets back in the car and drives off.
Yep.
I want to find that fucking picture. I want to find that picture on social
Hey,
media.
respect. She's a hustler, bro. She's a hustler,
She's
man.
a hustler, man.
Anything for the likes.
Get that
Anything
back.
for the likes, exactly.
Yo, you know what? I bet if you find that post on Twitter, I bet they doxed her Instagram. I bet like her info. Somebody probably found out who that was for sure.
Yeah, but like, that's my point, right? Politics is such a. This is the reason I avoid it. Okay, on Twitter. Like I said, you know, when the shit happened, when I first saw the video, it was before like all of it started blowing up on Twitter. It was right away. Scoped had sent me it because he was sending it to you, I think, or some shit. No, he was sending it to Clicks. And I told him to send me it, and he sent me it. Like, I was watching this and I was like, this is so fucked up. Like and I'm somebody, like I was talking with Edwin earlier, is like I'm kind of like straight up, like if I don't know, I'm not like one to be like sympathetic right away, but that shit was fucked up. Like that video, my mom watched it and was tearing. She was crying, like straight up. So like,
Wait, which video?
the George Floyd video.
Yeah.
Did you see the part where he calls his mom? That's
No, I didn't see that.
his mom is dead. Okay, his mom was dead a year ago, and at the end he was like, "Mom, come get me."
Yep.
I didn't know that.
I was
Bro, it's so fucking sad. So fucking sad, dude.
Like,
I just
it's obviously fucked up, right? I avoid politics. Like I said on Twitter, I was like, this is fucked up. You know, what happened to him is like so sad and it shouldn't happen, etc. But that's all I commented about the issue. Like I'm not here to pull like, yo,
I feel that.
you know what I mean? Like I don't want to
agree.
get into politics on Twitter because I've been there 4 years ago. Okay, I used to be into politics. I used to be in like the YouTube commentary scene, and that scene of politics is very ugly, dude. Like I've seen my friends in front of my eyes get absolutely torn apart as humans, doxed, death threats,
There's no winning, bro. It's
false
like,
accusations. It's just like,
dude, like the people whose opinions you're trying to change will never change their opinions, so there's no point in trying. And dude, the thing about it is, and the thing that I think is interesting too is like if you have it all a platform or a following or whatever, people feel like you have to say something,
right?
You have to say, or else people will like start, you know, picking problems with you.
No,
like, oh, why?
Well, they keep posting the quote. They keep posting the quote. If you stay neutral, you're on the enemy's side, or some shit like that. But it's like I'm not neutral.
That's like you don't care.
I'm not neutral.
People are saying
I already said it.
If you don't,
I already said it. But that's the thing. They don't look through context either, right? They just look at your fucking.
It comes with maturity too, though. You got to remember, a lot of your audience might not be mature enough.
Right.
Not
True.
mature enough to have a civil conversation.
Well, here's the thing: when it's fucking 22-year-olds that are the ones,
that's
you know what I mean? But I just stick to joking, man. I like for no matter what crisis it is, I'll always crack jokes. It's just how I am, man. It's
you need
like
a little dark humor from time to time. It's not
dude.
wrong with that.
But
coping
everyone,
mechanism is the thing.
you know how many people are thinking of these jokes, but they're just so afraid to. They're so afraid to laugh because they don't know if other people are thinking of it. And then you tweet a joke, and all of a sudden it's getting 5,000 likes. And when most of your tweets get 200, like it's not about the likes. It's about, look, there's clearly other people that want to laugh, that want to see something other than yo, let's go burn some fucking shit, and see people getting beat the shit out of, and
Bro,
like, what's so
bro, I'm
harmful?
telling you
know what I mean?
bro,
So yeah,
bro, I'm telling you, Twitter is like one of my favorite websites, and still is, bro. But like the last week and a half, bro, it's been hard to like go on Twitter and like scroll. Bro, the worst thing that I'd see like a week ago was fuck aim assist, like fuck Fortnite, right? And now it's fucking just, dude, every day, something's on fire, somebody's dying, some crazy shit's happening. I'm like, bro, I can't spend as much time on this app as I used to.
Go on, yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
It's a rough year, man. Like a fucking rough year. It's a wake up. I tweeted about it. I was like, 2020 isn't bad. It's a fucking wake up call. Like, we got to get our shit together as a fucking society. Like,
my question is, where's Corona now, though? Talking about Corona anymore.
Doesn't she hang out with like scary. David Dobrik and stuff?
Huh? What?
Is that bad? Nobody.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Corinna, dude. Oh my god. But dude, that's a good point though. That's a good point though. Where the fuck is Corona? Because like,
listen,
I feel like people don't.
Yeah, go ahead. On the news yet in the past 2 weeks about Corona. Nothing.
Cause it's not the hot topic, bro. It's not. No one gives a fuck. No, it's not. It's not the hot fucking thing everyone cares about, bro. It's like, yo, this guy died.
From a global pandemic, shutting down states, cities, the whole nine. Corona. My family had the virus. My mom, my dad, my sister.
Are they okay?
My whole family had it, and I was asymptomatic to it. Carrier at one point, but my immune system fought it off, luckily. But I had to deal with 3 people in my house for a while who were super sick. Luckily, they got over it. But the point of it is Corona's magically not being talked about anymore.
Yeah, and that's scary.
And that's scary because now is this a distraction?
Bro, listen, what's gonna happen is all these riots are gonna happen, and then Corona is gonna come back, and then we're gonna be in a lockdown for the rest of the fucking year, bro. Like this year, like it's fucked. And
second wave,
dude, and you know,
there's piles of bricks. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Yeah,
there's piles of bricks being set around cities.
What does that mean?
Somebody puts piles of bricks around cities for no reason, and there's no construction site.
You just cut out.
Yeah, your mic cuts out. Maybe your phone is like...
Hello?
Yeah, it's like cutting out sometimes.
I said no, but like you have these piles of bricks that are being set up around cities.
Why?
What does that mean?
Yo, who do you think's setting them up, bro?
What do you mean?
Bricks,
what's a pile of brick? What's the significance?
No, he's saying there's pallets of bricks that people have laid out.
Being laid out before protesters even show up. They're literally somebody's literally planting piles of bricks.
What's the significance?
Different cities.
Oh, so people can take bricks. And...
Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm confused. I don't understand.
He's saying people are putting pallets of bricks. Yeah.
Windows.
Bro, hey, listen, to that point, did you know that there's a video of police officers with a bunch of bricks in the back of their shit?
Yeah, I saw that.
I seen it.
Arab, you understand?
I don't understand what the significance of bricks is. I'm lost right now, man.
They're putting bricks, okay? So that civilians can, like, while they're protesting, be like, oh, there's brick. Yeah, like, stack that shit, and they just start throwing
it. Oh, really?
Like yeah, basically.
You didn't know that? You didn't know that was why?
They just get random bricks from? They're not making it from scratch.
Bro, like, I can't personally imagine chucking a brick.
Really?
Well,
yes, bro. Like, I've chucked a brick at a fucking wall. Imagine chucking a brick at a human.
You know what they did in China in the Chinese protest? No, Arab. It's not for humans. It's to break fucking buildings and shit.
Okay.
It's for fucking these companies.
That sounds fun, like, bro. There's companies.
They have big insurance policies, bro. They want these people to break this shit so they can get money. And that's the other thing too. Like, people are like burning down the Target, the AutoZone, all this shit, saying fuck these companies, this and that. Bro, they're just gonna cash out, get a bunch of money from insurance, and then the next Target's gonna be even nicer and bigger and better and take more of your fucking money. So you're really not even doing anything. You're fucking yourself for the year that's gonna take for this Target to go up, and then you're just gonna spend your money there anyways.
Taxes,
you know what I'm saying?
are also gonna skyrocket too. Taxes are gonna start skyrocketing, and people are gonna have to pay more in taxes to rebuild the communities and the cop cars that they're burning. That's what they don't understand.
Did you know that in China they also did the brick thing where they just put bricks out or whatever?
Yeah.
And the protesters, instead of using them how like the police or whoever put them there wanted them to use them, they started stacking the bricks, and they stacked the bricks, and they made it so that the roads were like you couldn't even drive or walk on them. So like they actually used the bricks to stop the police. Like the police couldn't get to the people because they all stacked the bricks everywhere. Like you'd fall and shit.
I didn't see that. Wow. Smart.
Bolice.
I don't know. It's crazy.
On a lighter note, bro. Where do you see yourself going with the whole streaming thing, man? Do you plan on just continuing it, or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your end game with that?
I'm definitely gonna continue streaming for sure, because it's honestly it's a way to de-stress from all the bullshit I deal with. You know what I mean? So like, on my days off, I'll do what I have to do during the day, errands, workout, whatever, and then at night it's just like my alone time, where I could just de-stress and not worry
Jerk
about
off.
anything.
Yeah.
Turn on the camera, stream, play. You know what I'm saying? Just chat it up with my chat, and just.
It's satisfying, man. Right? Like talking to your actives that have been there since 0 viewers.
Yep.
Like it's so cool to see, bro. I have people that have been watching me for almost 2 years now, every single day, and I turn on stream and there's new people. I'm not gonna lie though, when it starts getting bigger, like because you've had a big rush recently, it gets a little bit annoying sometimes, right? There's a lot more idiots with a lot more viewers comes a lot more idiots as well.
Oh yeah.
So
like
it's
the messages I have on like Twitter and stuff, that like my whispers have just been wild.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely insane. And it was like a lot to handle. I'm not gonna lie. Like going from like averaging 5 to 10 viewers to averaging like 100, let's say, it's night and day, man. It's been hard to like.
For me, it was super slow. So it's like it was an easy buildup, but then once I got to 100, it went to like 500 instantly. And so
it's been real tough. But like as far as like plans, I would love to, like, one of my goals, and I said this, and I started like I set this goal out when I first became a streamer, like when I started streaming off the PS4 and stuff. I wanted to get signed. I want to be the first police officer to be signed to an esports organization. There's never been an esports organization that's ever signed a police officer. And the reason why I want to do that, one, is because obviously I love streaming. 2, I love gaming. 3, it's an opportunity for me to grow somebody's brand and show them a good side of cops, especially with what's going on in today's world and how people are disliking cops. So it's a way for me to grow a different side to police officers and show people, hey, you know what? They're not all bad. This is actually a good dude. Like, I feel like I would be an asset. So like, this is something that I've been working towards for the past 3 years of streaming. And that's like one of my main goals. I want to hopefully one day be signed to an org.
But you're a piece of shit. So why would anybody think that you're a good cop?
Yeah, you
that's
blew
right,
it already.
Pieces of shit come and go, right?
Yeah, that would be, and I'm sure you're on that path. You know who Donut Operator is, right?
Yeah, I used to watch him a couple times from like maybe like a year ago. I used to watch him from time to time, and then like I started finding like other streamers, like that people that I started liking. So I started watching them as well, like AD, American Dad. Me and him are really cool now. We've talked it up a bunch of times, and just
there's a big community of cops on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not on Twitch though. I feel like
I haven't seen any on Twitch.
Not on gaming Twitch. I feel like they stream other shit.
Bro, the first time I heard about you was when you were on 80's stream, because 80's my boy. He comes and visits all the time. He's actually coming in like a week or something. Fuck, I completely forgot about that actually. Shout out AD.
Yeah, he's the homie, bro. AD's the homie. I love that dude. We've talked a couple of times. He's a great dude, man. I've went to him for a couple, like, for like advice and stuff on like the streaming things and like, just like overlays and stuff like that, and whatever.
He's
like,
a man.
I'm still learning a lot of this stuff. There's a lot that like I'm still trying to like.
Oh, his overlays are nice.
So yeah, he has some like really cool transitions and stuff. So and like that's what I look for a lot.
Yeah.
When I watch streamers, so I want to be able to get to that point.
80's a creative genius, bro.
Wow, like
he's very, very funny.
He's very creative.
Very.
So I want to get to that point.
He got me into dildos.
Yeah, that's
after that one video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see what?
Yeah,
Aimbot,
he got Arab into dildos. He got dildos into me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's a really good.
Trifecta. Bolice,
Oh, bro.
how does your lady? What does she think of this?
I'm pretty sure you guys would be able to agree to this. In the beginning, it was
We all have girls. Dusty has a guy, so it's like, you know.
well, it was like
multiple
really
guys. I'm a fuckboy.
video games. That's kind of how it started.
Like
was
video
like
games.
really
Yeah.
video games. Like grow up. You know what I mean? In the beginning, until like I explained to her that listen, this is the way I de-stress from the shit I deal with at work. I love sports too. Don't get me wrong. I love working out, but this is like my hobby.
Yeah, and you
So,
just stress me more out, babe.
You're gonna stress me more out by wanting to watch Sex in the City. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be more stressed out by wanting to watch that.
No, what did you call it
Actually play
yesterday?
video
What did you call it yesterday?
3 whores in a city. Like, you know, so it got to that point where I was like, and then she kind of like started understanding it, you know, and then like recently with like people finding out about me more, and then like the followers and my stream doing super good, and she started seeing the progress and all that stuff, and she was even more supportive. Like it got to a point where like one time she texted me and she was like, "Are you streaming? Are you gonna start your stream?" And I was like, "Whoa, like what?" You know. So she's supportive of it. She like, you know, she's cool with it. There's no
Baby,
issues
I
with
said we're not having sex tonight. Go fucking stream.
I'm just happy she's understanding. You know, that's
Yeah.
like the most important part of it.
Yeah, it's go ahead, Edwin.
As I say, people that aren't like a part of this world don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? They don't.
Exactly.
100%, yep.
They don't
Yeah,
get
though.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a completely different world. Bro, my lady, man, my lady as well. Because when I met her is when I had like just started getting addicted to streaming, and I had just gotten unaddicted to working out. So
it's usually how it goes when you get in a relationship.
yes, so I was streaming exactly. So I was streaming like 10 hours a day, and she was always like, you know, like, come, like, I'm like, sorry, this is like this is my.
It's your job. That's what you do for a living.
I wasn't making any money at all
at the time.
Yeah, the first 6 months of me dating her, I hadn't made a single penny off Twitch. My first paycheck was in January of last year.
Yeah, I actually watched your video where you showed your progress on your Twitch. It was pretty cool to watch.
Thank you.
Bro, my chick, I mean, we've been making videos for a long ass time, me and the boys, but you know, it doesn't, whatever she thought about streaming doesn't matter, just because I beat her anyways. So
yeah, exactly.
She wasn't gonna stop me from streaming.
Exactly. You know? She's scared.
She knows that. She's gonna get it.
She's like, hey, can you stop streaming? Can you come help? I just, you know what I'm saying?
Imagine someone's gonna fucking clip this out of context 10 years from now.
Oh, you're fucked. On the road, you're fucked.
Fuck it. That's funny. I run for senator or something.
Oh yeah, you're screwed. I'm actually into politics. I don't know if you guys. I never told you this, Arab, but I'm actually a commissioner on the board of education in my elementary school.
Whoa, that's cool.
Oh, you like little kids?
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh,
hey, same, brother.
Talking about clipping things out of fucking context. This guy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that should be the clip. That should be the clip.
Yeah, we can put that as the clip.
Like, Edwin says I beat my chick, and then there's just bullies after that. I like kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I'm fucked.
Yeah, it took time. It took time for the ladies to realize, cause bro, especially when you're not from this world, like Edwin said, and it takes time to even learn this world too. Like.
Yeah,
I've been in this world for so long. You know, Edwin has been in it for even longer. And it's like...
Bro, you know what's crazy about it, bro? You know what's crazy? You could be the most successful motherfucker in this industry. You could be one of the most successful people. And the people that don't understand it will be like, well, you don't have a real job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, dude, people, dude, it's ridiculous, bro. It's crazy.
The thing is, once they understand it, I feel like it's like they're reborn, bro. Like they rediscovered like the whole world, and now they become even more invested than you, basically.
No, bro, the people that talk shit and then they realize like that you're making either a lot of money or that you have actual followers that give a shit about you, bro. The switch that flips is the funniest shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because when me and my friends were filming in high school and shit.
Stop, don't lie.
Bro,
You don't have friends.
dude, the thing is, people would give a shit or people would just shit talk us or this and that. And those are the same people, bro, that pop up in my DMs that have done nothing with their
Yeah.
lives, that are trying to hang out at the warehouse, that are
Yeah.
trying to fucking come and
Yeah, that's-
whatever. And I'm just like, bro, are you fucking kidding
I
me?
saw your
I'm
tweet
like,
the other
dude,
day. I saw your tweet the other day, like
Which one?
about your high school friends or some shit.
Oh, yeah. I was like, bro, if we went to high school together or even college, I was like, don't fucking hit me up. I was like, anyone that I care about from that time in my life, I still talk to. I'm like, and if you're not one of them, don't fucking hit me up. I'm like, my name isn't Edwin on anything. It's all quick now.
Yeah.
So like I don't want people finding me. I don't want anyone from high school or college watching my stream. Like fuck off.
Your
You know what I'm
Instagram's
saying?
Edwin.
With me, it was the same thing, but not streaming wise. It was when I became a cop. Like when I graduated the academy, I had people from high school hit me up and like college. Yo, congrats. When can I get a PBA card? So
What's that like? Bolice's.
So-
That's the friend card, right?
yeah, like the PBA cards, they come like either plastic. We get like 10 of them a year. And then you could get gold cards that has my department's name on it, my name on it, and then on top it says family friend or family member.
What does that do?
So
It helps you
it's
with
like
cops, bro.
it's kind of like a get out of jail free card kind of thing.
That
Like,
sounds
you can-
that sounds a little corrupt, my friend.
Yeah,
No,
but it's
known in Jersey. It's known. Like
it's a
you
thing.
get
It's a thing
pulled over, you put it
everywhere.
on your license, you give it to the cop. The cop will ask you, "Hey, how do you know this guy?" "Oh, it's my best friend." "Okay." Most of the time they give you a break because they know that your best friend's a cop. A little courtesy kind of thing. It's like a courtesy
it's
card.
like they know you're not a piece of shit. Technically, like if you're,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like
someone, and
if
then
they
you're like,
know
oh,
that cop,
Oh,
etc.,
no,
it's like
that's
put in a good word.
No, because like that's how it was for me. Like people were beasting my DMs. "Yo, can I get a gold card, bro? I miss you, man. How's things?" I'm like,
Really,
"Fuck
I don't
off,
know.
bro."
It was like that for cops.
Oh, it's bad. When you become a cop, everybody hits you up.
Bro, my
"Yo,
friend,
congrats.
my friend has a card
Can
like
you get me out of
that,
the ticket?"
and it's the really
Like,
good
dude,
one too, because
come
when they're in their hometown, they get out of a lot of shit.
So me and my friends, we film a lot of shit, and cops are definitely a part of like the things that we film. So I'm gonna need one of them from you. All right, just
Yeah, man.
you know what I'm saying,
here. Let
bro.
me
Do you know what me and
Yeah.
my friends have like done and do and shit, bro?
No,
we,
I know.
dude,
honestly, I know.
the biggest cop thing that we've done that triggered a fuck ton of people was way back in the day. I wasn't even there for that, but it was our homies,
hear this.
and they took those beer mugs that have like fake beer in them.
Yeah.
It looks like they're full of beer, but they don't have no beer.
Yeah.
Well, we took
Yeah.
Turner and his friend. Wait, it was Turner, this kid named Liam, rest in peace, he died. And this other fella named Alex Tallman. They're all underage. They're all like 16 or something younger, and they had these fake beer mugs. And they're crossing crosswalks in downtown Clearwater, like Clearwater Beach area, and there's hella cops, bro, like everywhere, all over the beach.
Yeah,
And
I've been
the
there
cops,
before,
the cops saw the kids with the beers and shit, and this lady cop came up, and she didn't know she was being filmed, and she was just being mean as fuck, calling them retards, like just being super inappropriate with them, like just being a dick. And then she got fired, bro, for that video. And that video has like millions of views, bro. I don't even know how many, like 18 million or some shit. Yeah.
Wow.
So like, yeah.
They just did that prank again with Nelk 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Did they get arrested?
No.
The
The cops were really cool, bro.
No, that was
That's so
before.
cool.
That was before they got to Florida, but that was they filmed some shit where they were shotgunning waters that looked like beer. They look like beers, and they're shotgunning, and they were like driving and shit. So
Wait, right
But anyway.
now? No,
Like
it was
the other-
alcohol-free free beer.
yeah.
That's what it was.
Mhm.
And the cops were cool though. They
That's
saw
fun.
them drinking, and they were like, "Bro, like put it away." Like they weren't like,
Like,
"We're
get
gonna
off.
arrest you." They were like, "Come on, dude. Like use your
Yeah.
brain." Like the cop was like, "I don't feel like arresting people today. Like just put it away." And then they would shotgun it in front of them while they're in the car still, and then the cop would get pissed. Like, dude,
Yeah.
and it's just it's 0-0. They'd be like, "What?" Bro,
They're like, "You
just
guys
say
are-
that
like,
from
you
the
guys are
beginning,
dumb."
man.
Bro, you know one of their oldest pranks was Nelk, and this was when they were in town like the last time I think they were in Clearwater. Was it in Clearwater? I don't remember, but they did a prank where they got pulled over by police, and they acted all scared. And like, sir, I'm gonna be honest with you, we have
I
so
got
much,
coke.
we have so much coke in
that
the car,
one?
bro. We have so much coke
I
in the
seen
car.
that.
Yeah,
I've
that was
seen
years
that video.
ago, though. That was years ago. Yeah. And
That's-
then they opened up the trunk and just a bunch of Coca-Cola.
That's their most viral video.
Oh, the one in Mexico
it?
when they exposed the police.
No,
They
no,
exposed
That is a
not that
very
one, not that
viral
one,
video.
not that one, Dusty. Different one. It's the first one was the one in the one in Florida. That one went viral across the fucking world, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Good
I
for
wonder-
them, man. They're doing really well.
Bro, I wonder how that fuck that anyway. Bolice, what are your goals?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're definitely fucking up here
I'm
hard.
sorry. Hold on, boys. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, you good?
Ugh, dude, you just ruined the podcast. We have to
Okay.
restart.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't
No.
edit out.
I'm kidding, imagine. Bolice, you're from Syria,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When did you move here?
No, I was born and raised in the States.
Yeah, I could tell by your accent.
My parents are the ones that.
Do you go there
that came
at all?
over here. Yeah, I've been there 3 times, but then obviously now with like the war and everything going on, I
I
haven't
mean,
been able to go back.
pick your war. You going to Syria? You going to the riots?
Yeah. Honestly, the riots with the way things are going now with the riots, it's just Syria part 2.
Yeah. Same with Lebanon.
It's bad.
Because Lebanon's been having a coup d'etat for the past 6 months, 7 months.
It's been that bad, huh?
It's been riots, everything, like corrupt government. We've had like a 400% inflation rate. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Wow.
like
Holy.
people can barely buy food.
Yeah, my whole pretty much my entire family in Syria, because I have no family here in the States. Only my mom's sister, which recently she moved to the States last year, I think it was, or a year and a half ago.
Right.
But all my uncles, my aunts, my cousins, they're all like spread out. Like got uncles in Germany, Berlin, Greece, Sweden, Jordan. They're just all over. Dubai. Everybody had to flee because, obviously because of the war.
Your sergeant watches Twitch too, right?
My sergeant's son does. And the day, remember when I was talking to you and I forgot what you were watching.
You were watching me watch
but
Live
what you were
PD, I
watching.
think.
Yeah, I think it was like
And
Live PD
you
or
and your
something.
sergeant were watching it.
Yeah. Sergeant because my sergeant knows I stream. So like my sergeant kind of creeped over and he looked and he was like, "What are you watching?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm watching Twitch." And he was like, "What the hell is that?" Like he didn't know what it was at first, and I had to explain it to him. And then he was like, "Oh shit." He's like, "That's cool." And he's like, "Do you do that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh," he's like, "That's cool, man." He's like, "My son loves Fortnite."
That's so sick, bro. You should
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
you should get him to play with like a Fortnite Pro or something. Like the
Bro,
son.
Dude, I just want to know when you're gonna throw on the fucking mobile webcam and go beat some ass in the streets and
Yeah, you
stream it.
should.
That's all I want to know.
That's so true, because that's probably the real reason we got you on here. We want to see if you can stream exclusively for the podcast, just rioting,
No.
beating.
Yeah. No.
No.
Bro, listen,
To make
listen.
it
What you
simple.
do? Listen,
No.
listen. Here's what you should do. All right, throw on the body cam, make it look like it's a first-person shooter, and then make the category Warzone. Call it
VR.
Warzone.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
And you're just
You're
out here
an
with
idiot.
you're just
Oh.
out here with the baton and the riot shield and shit.
If I hit 25,000 subs on Twitch, I'll do it. How about that?
Get this D4.
He's like, yeah, if I have enough money to quit my job for the rest of my life, then
Exactly.
it is really getting bad out there, huh? What are your thoughts on like the whole like are you able to joke about things? Because we never got to finish that point, I don't think. I personally think you can joke about every crisis.
I mean, listen, if you want to have dark humor, there's nothing wrong with dark humor from time to time. I mean, obviously, we all of us right now know it's a serious situation.
Of course. Exactly.
We all know.
100%.
We all know that it's fucked up. We all know that the things that are going on right now suck, and none of us want to see it. And we all are, obviously, we pour our hearts out to these people.
Of course.
Right.
Right.
To families who have lost their loved ones. I'm sarcastic too. So like when it comes to dark humor,
Bro, that's how
I'm cool with it.
all even like in our countries, man, like Syria, Lebanon, that's how they run.
That's how it is.
That's how it is. Like everyone just fucking jokes. Because they don't, I mean, especially there, like it's such a simple lifestyle. What do they have? All they have is jokes.
The only thing is, it's like when you're one of the hardest things is like when you're a cop, even when you're off duty, you're still held to a higher standard.
Yeah.
Than everybody else around you.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the hardest things I had to adjust to, because like in high school, I was like class clown, you know what I mean? Like joking and laughing and people's balls and shit. So then like when I had to put like that, you know, that professional like look on to make sure like that
I can never be a cop, bro.
Understood that
I
have a joking side, but I'll still do my job at the end of the day.
I cannot be a cop.
You know,
yeah, I couldn't be a cop either.
In my town, I coached high school basketball for 5 years at the high school. So a lot of the kids all live in the town that I work in. So I got to see them grow up from like 5th grade up until they graduated. So every time there's a new generation, they kind of already know who I am. So I kind of have the respect in the streets from a lot of the kids. So I never have to deal with issues.
That's
you know, kind of give me that respect. So I never
I have a problem.
Really have to deal with like fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a problem where I feel like I'm too understanding of people's mistakes. Like when Edwin and I talk, I never like I'm never one to like,
dude. Like to a fault, bro.
Yeah,
he'll give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Like they'll spit on Arab and like fucking like do some crazy shit, like say some sideways shit. Like you know, maybe he doesn't mean it. I'm like, Arab, are you fucking stupid? Yeah. I'm like, bro, wake the fuck up, bro. I'm like, words are words, man. Take them for what they are. There's no fucking read between the lines with these kids.
And honestly, that's what it comes down to. Like when you're a cop, you got to be able to handle that. If you can't handle that,
exactly,
you shouldn't be a cop.
Well,
don't be a cop, because you're gonna get called some shit.
Yeah.
And people are gonna tell you some shit.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like people are inherently bad. So it's like I always look for the like, oh, maybe they're just
you're empathetic. You're very compassionate, which is not a bad thing, but like,
it becomes a bad thing
if that's your profession and you have to not. Yeah. See, I couldn't be a cop. Not for that reason, because I do math. You know.
Oh, you can be a cop and do math. Bolice does it.
No,
did you not realize that I'm in a basement right now? It's a fucking meth lab, dude.
True.
Dude, if Aaron was a cop, he would pull up someone like on the side of the road. The guy would have heroin. The guy would probably say like, "It's not mine." Be like, "You're right. Get out of here, man. Get lost. Get out of here,
for real.
Get out of here."
That's all they'd have to say. All they'd have to say.
You don't mean it, man.
That's funny as
You're
fuck.
not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. Yeah, then who says it, bro? My friend literally was in my car, and he left it here. Oh fuck, bro. Tell your friend not to do it. Hey, have a good one.
That's funny.
Bolice. Do you still keep any connections with your friends from high school, etc.? Or is it all coworkers now, online people?
Let's see.
I'd say I got like two or three friends from high school that I keep connections with.
I have about max 10 people that I still keep in contact with from high school.
10 is good, though.
Yeah.
And how are they doing with their lives?
Because one of them is a professional photographer. He does like photo shoots all the time, not like the Instagram models type shit, you know what I mean? But he does photography for a living. One of them is actually a cop in the town next door to me, so we work on the same shift, which is kind of cool. He was like my best friend growing up. And everybody else is either in med school, studying, because they started a little later because they didn't really know like what they wanted to do with, you know, with college and stuff like that. And then the others are, I'm trying to think of what else they do. It's cops. One's a lawyer. 2 are in med school. One's a photographer, and another one's a nurse in the hospital. He's a nurse, is what I call him.
Mine, one of them graduated pre-med, I think. Probably in med school now, pretty sure. And then the other one is graduated MIT. with I always liked him. He was always one of like the people. So when I started the YouTube thing, he was never one of the people that laughed at me. He was one of the cool kids, but he was never one of the ones that laughed at me. He was always watching every single video. From when I first started 6 years ago making prank videos on YouTube to commentaries to Twitch, he watched every single thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I always liked him. He was always one of like, well, the reason was we had so when I switched schools, so first like I played soccer with him in 4th grade, like or like 2nd or 3rd grade. We got a picture from when we were really young. And then I switched schools and I'm at this new school and I only know one kid and I don't even know if he remembers me, but we played soccer together. So I like hit him up and then like, you know, so
Cool.
he was one of the people that I just never but all the other kids, bro, like they had such promising futures and they threw it away. They fucking do cocaine or some shit and like get into like the hard drugs and then now they just sit at home and do nothing. Fucking country music and drugs, like.
Doesn't mean they can't do anything like after though.
No, obviously,
It's never too late.
No, for sure, it's
never
not.
too late.
It's not, but
Like
it's
Bradley
like.
Martin.
What?
No, it's too late. No, it's too late.
What do you mean, like Bradley Martin? You mean like
Was
Mike?
he like a cokehead?
No, that's Mike. That's Mike
Mike?
from the Impulsive podcast. He was a meth head, heroin addict for 10 years, and then now he's popping off.
Yeah, Bradley Martin just does steroids.
Yeah. Do you think he does?
I mean,
100.
probably doesn't. It's probably like not like official steroids, but probably some stuff in steroids that he takes in some other
Growth
stuff.
Dude,
hormones.
dog, that man could bench press the village that I came from. Yes, he does fucking steroids.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Exactly.
Bro, he's been working his
Dude,
ass off for years, man.
Yeah,
Growth
but like
hormones,
it's
man.
beyond.
Growth
It's beyond.
hormones.
He's what, 30 now? He's been working out since he was 18?
He doesn't age anymore.
He's been working out since he was 18?
Growth hormones.
He's
That's
more
what I'm
jacked than
saying.
The
16
Rock.
even.
See, bro. See, this is the shit that I deal with Era, bro. See, the most rational solution or the most rational answer to something is never with, yeah, man. You know, he's the size of 3 minivans. You know, maybe it's all natural. Shut the fuck up.
He's a grinder.
Yeah, you definitely can't be a cop. No way.
Listen, yeah, you're definitely right about that. But it's crazy, bro. Like they all graduated in 4 years, right? I'm here at 5.5, about to finish next semester at 6. Like, and they just graduated and never did anything. Like it goes to show you too, college isn't really useful.
I don't. College is dumb to me. Honestly,
Fucking useless, bro.
Unless you're going for something that you really need,
Medical.
like med school or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Different story. But other than that, it's a fucking piece of paper that says congratulations, you're in debt now. I have friends who are making triple the amount of what a doctor's making without going to college.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I think it's stupid to scam.
I think people that become
It's like
doctors.
leasing a car. It's like when you lease a car. I know some people lease a car because they can't afford to buy one, but you think about it, you're renting a car for $16,000 for 3-year lease that you have to give back. And then you get charged for any damages or wear and tear.
Wait,
It's
can't
all
you like
scam.
lease to buy though?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can, but how many times do you
Yeah, at that point,
actually
just
lease to buy?
finance it. At that point, just
Exactly. Yeah. At that point, you might as well just finance it, pay the extra bucks.
Is it smarter to finance a car rather than just buy it out, right?
I'd rather finance it.
For credit?
Yeah, but like, what if you use a car?
it
for
depends. It depends. It depends. It depends on your situation in life.
How long do you keep a car though? I feel like 5 years. Like you switch cars.
No.
You can
No,
buy a
I've
No,
had,
you
I've had
don't.
my I've had my Charger for 10, bro. I've had my
Yeah.
Charger
That's in
since I was
Florida.
17.
Winter fucks cars over in here.
Well, yeah,
Oh, but
Canada's
that's the thing,
different.
Yeah.
It's like you lease a car. Let's say you go to Nissan, you get a Nissan Altima or something, right? And you lease it for
But I
fucking
got-
3 years.
Uh-huh.
Now you're giving it back. You gotta literally just rented a car for 3 years. You paid $15,000, and then now you gotta go find another car that you're gonna pay another $16,000 over 3 years.
Speaking of which,
It's the-
Bolice, fucking when I crashed my Honda Accord, I was coming out of a stop sign like over a blind drive and some dude hit me. I had bought it 3.5 years earlier with 60,000 less miles for 11 grand. when it crashed, the insurance, check the Kelly Blue Book, which anybody watching the podcast is like it's a book that it's like the standard of what you pay for this car, etc., with this many miles. That way there's no like confusion between insurance companies. And they gave us 12 grand. So 3.5 years of me using it, and they ended up giving us more money than I bought it for. It was like a win, bro. It was just the biggest win.
Crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy how much money there is in insurance too. Like, speaking about the riots, you know, fucking if these companies are insured, they're just like Edwin said, they're just gonna come back with nicer. They're gonna come back with nicer stores. Obviously, it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Why do you think they put the bricks out there, bro? It's like, yeah, fuck my shit up.
That's
like, fuck my shit up.
Exactly.
They're like, please fuck my shit up, bro.
Yep, exactly.
I gotta
take all the iPads, take all the phones. I don't care. I'm gonna just get them back. And I'm gonna get nicer ones. It's just how it works, man.
I got a question for you, man. Do you feel like they should change the way they recruit people? Because we've seen a lot of because I always preach like, man, it doesn't mean being a cop doesn't mean you're a good person, right? Like it's not, you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be bad people in every single fucking jobs.
It's funny you said that. So I don't know if you guys ever seen it. I think it was Chris Rock. He did a stand-up and he made a joke where he said, you know, pretty much a joke was, you know how they say there's always like a pair of bad apples in the bunch?
Yeah.
And as a cop, you can't be a pair of bad apples. You got to be on your shit.
Mm-hmm. That's not a joke,
like I said
Bolice.
before, you're held to. No, you got to watch.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
No, it's like, bro, that's not funny.
So, we're already held to a higher standard. I can lose my job faster than any of you guys can. Because of the higher standard.
I don't know, man. Penis pops up while I'm watching a video.
Yeah, I know.
Penis.
When it comes to that kind of stuff, it's like, so when you apply to become a police officer, you got to take a physical fitness test. You have to take a psych evaluation. Okay. And then you got to do an interview with the chief and a councilman or a councilwoman. And you have to pass all 3 phases.
Oh, I've seen those videos.
When it comes to the psych test, it's long. So they really like test you.
Right.
But it's once, right?
It's once.
After you get in,
you're in. You're in. But now there's courses we take over the period of being a police officer. Like I just a couple months ago, I took a crisis intervention course, which was 2 weeks long, where we learned to deal with, you know, the mentally disabled, you know, people with special needs. That's what I took a course on, specifically just to learn and see different kinds. Like they took us to like the jail section. They took us to houses that were where people who have special needs were living in. We got to talk to them. We role played, did scenarios to, like, you know, just show the cops and teach them. So like you're constantly doing training throughout your course of your career. There's never a day where you're not doing some kind of training. And the one thing I could say is I definitely feel like every police force should retrain when it comes to defensive tactics. That's the number one thing I feel like they should do. Retrain every single officer. I don't care if you've had 25 years on the job and you're about to retire tomorrow. Retrain every single officer in defensive tactics. Teach people how to, you know, for compliance holds, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. You got to reteach them, especially during this time. Make a difference. It starts, but at the top, though, I can't do that. I can make the suggestion, but I'm not in a position to change anything yet. You know what I mean? So it starts from the top. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. I can't do much else, but still be the person that I am today and still be compassionate and kind towards whoever, whenever.
Yeah, bro. We all know it's just a front.
Bro, also, like, thanks for coming on here. And I know that, like, I didn't know where the podcast was going to go. And I know we asked you a lot of, questions about the riots and shit, like typical cop questions. And I wish, like, it was more lighthearted, like this whole conversation, but it's kind of like the reality we're living in. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool because you have like a real inside view on it, so you give us some insight that we wouldn't get from other people.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yep.
so one, sorry for that being the basis of most of the conversation, but
No,
also,
that's cool, man. It's all good.
yeah, I know. It's just like, you know, you probably like, it's one of those things where like, you know, podcasts might be fun. Like you kind of want to get away from the stresses of work, and then we're just fucking asking you about work anyways.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's actually opposite. It's
Yeah.
actually opposite because I rather when this video gets posted, right? I'd rather people be able to come to this video, especially during this time, to see a cop talk about what we just talked about, to see the other side of police officers, instead of going online and looking at TikTok videos and Twitter and YouTube and Facebook. I'd rather see this video. I'd rather them watch this video and say, wow, you know what? Damn, that guy made sense. He was speaking facts. He doesn't sound like these other asshole cops that were. So it's all good, man. No
he
worries.
do be speaking facts though. I will also say that it's crazy that social media, you know, it's like one of those things like, you know, when you hear like something like somebody allegedly did something terrible, that's like usually all you hear about. Like it's always the alleged bad shit, which is like always the cops beating people up, shooting people, whatever, doing this and that. I'm sure there's cops out here doing nice shit too. That shit never gets recorded and posted.
Never.
Or hardly
Never.
does. For every 10 terrible clips of cops doing some shit right now, there's like one clip of them doing something nice.
Yep.
You know
Unless
it's
it's
like,
really fucking nice, they're gonna post it because the media's only gonna post something that's gonna attract.
He is never going to show anything good. Never.
Yeah.
We all know that. Never.
Bolice.
Yeah.
Listen, we're probably gonna hop into audio only here. Before we do that, we gotta ask the question.
Let me hear it.
You've never heard it before.
you don't know the question?
You never make it to the end of the podcast.
What's the question?
Question we asked all our guests.
Okay.
One day, surgeries are gonna get so good.
Okay.
You're not gonna be able to tell the difference. It's already happening. You know, sometimes I'm watching a fucking Jubilee video and I can't tell that somebody's transgender because they look like they're, you know, like they've done the surgery, they've done the hormone change.
Okay.
Well, so males, like a male to female, the hottest female you know, like other than your girl, like what's your celebrity crush? You know,
Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Okay, but
first one.
with a dick. So she's a transgender, male to female, right?
Okay.
But looks exactly like Jennifer Aniston. Same personality, same everything. She's got a cock. Same tits,
big
same
old
body,
cock.
but she's got a big dick.
Big old.
Okay.
Or the hottest male, so like maybe like Hugh Jackman, Chris Evans, whatever it is, right? But with a vagina.
Big old pussy.
Okay, we're gonna cut the podcast here. We're gonna go to audio only. You're gonna answer it there.
No.
Yes, we're gonna send this to audio only.
Really?
yeah.
Who are you going down on? Don't answer yet. Keep this in your mind. Come up with your answer. Where can people find you for the next few months? Where are you? What are your socials? Plug them right here.
Fucking Jennifer Aniston's dick.
Twitch.tv/Bolice12. That's my Twitch channel. On
Nice.
Twitter, it's Bolice, but with 2 E's. So BOLICE.
And it's all linked in the description.
12.
It's all linked in the description.
So, that's my Twitter. Those are probably the 2 that I'm most active on.
Okay.
I am working on a YouTube channel.
Shit's
I wanna
hard,
start
man.
Posting some YouTube content. I want to like show IRL stuff at work that I can show.
That's lit.
With the permission of my chief. I want to show people, you know, what I do for a living. Do some like, you know, vlogs and stuff, whatever. And then obviously I'm still going to be gaming, so that's never going to stop. So I want to post like, you know, some really dumb highlights of me playing
That's lit.
Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff like that.
Good shit. Well, okay, guys, check him out there. If you guys haven't made it to the end, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to hear the answer to that question that we do ask everybody, it's going to be on the audio only podcast, which is on Spotify. Remember, you do not have to pay for Spotify. Spotify is free. And you can listen to the podcast for free. The only difference when you don't pay is that you just get an ad every 30 minutes. So, check us out on Spotify. It's the Branders Podcast. It's linked in the description. You guys can hear his answer to whether he's gonna go down on the dick.
Hey, can I just say that I feel like this is real cold? Hey, and for all you diehard fans that have been out here since the beginning, bro, I don't agree with this. Fuck you, Aaron.
We didn't talk about this.
That's cold-blooded, bro.
Listen, all I'm gonna say, well, I don't think it is. Okay, I don't think it's cold-blooded because I want people to be able to listen to the audio onlys, because a lot of people don't know that it exists. Bolice was telling us he watches every podcast but didn't know it exists. So many people don't, okay? And the audio only is where it gets so good. It's always better. The audio only is always better because everyone is relaxed. Everyone's just chilling. It's a conversation. Like the Savage one. If people watch the Savage audio only, it was amazing. And our audio onlys have gotten...
Go
ahead.
I just want to say one thing before we end this. I want to just to reiterate back to when we were talking about the Twitch, streaming thing. The one person I want to shout out that actually got me.
Do you think this podcast is about you?
Introduced.
I'm kidding.
I just want to shout out one person.
I'm kidding, bro. Go ahead, shout out whoever you want.
The person that has got me into the pro scene, even though I'm not a pro, but that like kind of introduced me to the pros of Fortnite. High Sky from the Central.
Nice.
Who
hey, that's the boy.
He was the first person.
Let's
He was
go.
the first person that like me and him linked up like real good. You know what I'm saying? Like we're
Oh fuck, you're muted,
got
bro.
me into the pro scene and actually. Hello? You guys
Yeah.
Yeah. You're muted for a second.
Good. That actually got me into just me and like introducing me to a lot of the people, and then also Booga when Booga posted a video of me playing with them on YouTube, find out about me through that side. But High Sky was the one that I kind of kept more of a good relationship with, and then he kind of introduced me to like more pros.
Good
and
shit.
that's how like everybody started to find out like, oh, that's Bolice, that's
Nice.
Bolice, So
That's cool. High Sky's a good dude. Shout out High Sky. Yeah.
I said homie. Yeah.
All right, if you guys want to hear the answer to that question, we're gonna move over to the audio only note. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Check it out in the
Later.
description. Peace.
Peace.